Everybody, it's Jessica here with day 25 of my 100-day meditation journey where I'm meditating for an hour every day and then recording the video. So I woke up early this morning to do my meditation first thing, and I was incredibly exhausted, and there was a reason for that because that I've said that I'm minimizing my distractions over this week. I started last Thursday, and that meant no Facebook except for posting these videos on my business page, no videos, and I didn't say no games, but it was kind of implied in my intent. No computer games, tablet games, phone games, that kind of stuff. And I've been doing really well with the Facebook. I have not done any non-business related activities on Facebook since Thursday afternoon, and quite frankly I haven't really missed it that much and don't expect to be doing a lot more of it once Thursday comes. So it's one of those things where it's like, we fear letting go of something because we're afraid of what we'll miss out on, but we don't think about the things we're missing out on by not letting it go. And so I'm going to probably continue with very light Facebook work, except for my business. So I've been doing okay on the videos. I haven't stuck to the no video rule. I have a huge weakness of watching some TV program while I'm eating, and I have not done well with not watching a video while I'm eating, but I've done better with not watching it at other times. I did have a moment, was that yesterday or the day before, where I got sucked into YouTube, watching one video after another. You say you just watch one and then you end up 4 hours later you realize what happened to your day. It wasn't quite that bad, but last night I got home from visiting my family about 9:15, and I was tired, but I had to stay up till 10 because that's when my dog had to have her pill. It had to be at 10. So I decided, I made these excuses. It was too late to do any, business stuff, and if I tried to sit, I'd just be too tired and fall asleep and miss the pill time. So I said, well, I'll just play solitaire on my computer until 10 o'clock. Yeah, and you can probably imagine how that ended up. And it's worse than you might think too, because it was after 1 when I went to bed. So I played like 3.5 hours of solitaire into the wee hours of the morning. And what was different about this time, and this is what came up in the meditation for me, what was different was my roommate came home flew in, and he wasn't going to get in till midnight. And I had kind of forgotten that. And at midnight, I heard a car door outside the house. And all of a sudden, I had this lurch in my stomach, like I was going to get caught. And in my meditation this morning, I was thinking about that moment of, I do all these little distraction things all the time, but I don't have that gut reaction of, oh no, someone's going to see me. And, just kind of what I came up with is the guilt and shame that I have around this, the judgment I have around these distractions I engage in, and now I was going to get caught and someone might see my flaws. And so as I was thinking about this morning, what is a good way through this? Obviously, restriction isn't cutting it, and there needs to be some other steps for me. And like I said in a previous video, it's not that the games, the shows, Facebook, Netflix, any of that is inherently bad. It's just that for me right now, it is not my highest calling, and it's not helping me expand and grow and do in the world what I was meant to be doing. Now, that's not to say that I don't intend to participate in these activities once in a while, But as far as the amount of time I'm spending and the impact it's having throughout my life, lack of sleep, and just creating that emotional guilt for me, it's something that I do want to move beyond. And so I was trying to figure out what, I keep trying to restrict myself, and that's not working. So I have to try something else. And, I didn't want to mention to you all or anybody that I played video or computer games for 3.5 hours. And that right there is where the fear exists of other people knowing, other people seeing. And so by opening up and letting this big old nasty secret out, it will kind of lose its power and its control over me, and that fear that I can share this information and it's not death to me. It might be death to my old story, which is actually a good thing and will help me move through it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to create a file on my business page, which will be a log of my distraction time. Now, I did this with my nutritionist when I started working with her. She had me tracking everything I ate, and then the time I ate it and how much I ate. And she wasn't there to judge me or criticize me or say, you shouldn't eat that. It was more for my purpose. And what happened is there was a lot of things I chose not to eat because I realized I didn't really need it, and it wasn't serving me in the way that what I was trying to do with my health and my body and my eating habits. And so the thought of having to record those things actually prevented me from making choices I didn't want to make, making unconscious choices. So what I've decided to do is to create a file on my business page of my distraction times. And every day I'm going to fill in the distraction I participated in and how long I participated in it. But included in that, I'm also going to record when I chose to make a different choice. So if I'm about to sit down and watch a program and I think I don't really want to be doing this, I don't want to record it, I'm going to instead write the activity that I chose to do instead, whether that's sitting or working on my business and my projects, or maybe even cleaning the house or just going for a walk, or whatever the alternate activity is. So it's not just punishment based, but it's how I'm changing using this activity. So I'm going to put that file up there so it's not a secret anymore either. So a lot of times when we're ashamed of something we do, we hide it from others, and it has that much more control over us because it has this power of you're bad, you're not good enough. So if we let it out into the open, it has less power over you. So I recommend this for you. If there's some habit you're trying to move through, or even a new habit you're trying to create, get somebody to be your accountability buddy, or a group of people. It doesn't matter, or have that person that you can share these things with. Those big ugly secrets that we all do, we just never share or talk about it with. Have the courage to be that authentic with at least one person, where you have that space where the two of you can share these things. You know what? I really feel terrible about this, but I played games for 3.5 hours in the middle of the night for no apparent reason. And someone that you know will support you through that rather than chastise you for that, because that's not what any of this is about. It's about blame and guilt. It's about moving through those emotions and being okay with the choices you make, but also bringing awareness before you make the choices, so you're making choices that serve your highest purpose. So that's what I'm going to do. So whether anybody sees it or not, I don't know. I don't care. But I think having that little bit of accountability for me to report it, I'll have 2 opportunities. Well, actually, infinite number of opportunities to make a different decision. The moment that I choose or want to watch a program or play a game or get on Facebook, I'll have an opportunity to really connect with myself and decide, is this really what I want to be doing right now? And then the moment I record it, I will have another opportunity to kind of sit and feel my feelings around that and just be with those and allow the guilt, the shame, whatever it is, to just kind of come up and come out. And then the infinite possibilities is I was aware of what I was doing last night. So for 3.5 hours, I had a choice in every moment to stop, and I chose not to. So this will help, as if by recording the amount of time I spend doing these, it will help me bring awareness to that I have a choice every moment. I can stop. I can stop. I can stop. So an interesting day 25 of my meditation, a little longer video, but that's what it is. So everybody take care. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.